Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting question because, in a way, I kind of know what I'm going to play sounds like, so I know where what I'm hearing in my head is located. If that makes any sense.
Can I ask you to expand on that? Because when you were speaking before, disclosure, I'm a classical musician. I come from classical guitar, and then I kind of had fun with electric. I started thinking melody long before I started thinking beat.
Interesting.
What do you hear first? Because sometimes I have the impression you think melody, so harmonies, and sometimes I have the impression you think 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 4. So how's your head work?
Oh man, that's a good question. I wish I could figure that out.
No, but do you think beat or do you think harmonies is kind of?
I think both. But rhythm is very important to me.
Right.
And rhythm is what often makes it possible for notes to work, right? And in other words, if something is rhythmically clever enough, you can almost get away with anything. You can almost play anything. But I tend to think rhythmically. So but it's so hard to put it into words though. I know what things sound like. If I hear this chord, I know where those are located. I know how to get to them, but then rhythmically, what is that? I like some. That's also important to me, but and that like for instance, if I go like this, if I play something. I was just playing totally chromatic nonsense, right? But it's kind of fun, right? In the context. But it only has musical value because of the rhythmic context that I'm assigned to it. So they're both equally as important.
I don't know if anyone cares, but it took me a long time to get there because my classical guitar teacher used to beat me into my head because I was playing Bach at some point, which is the last thing you think is relevant, and it's like, stop playing classical guitar. So like, what the fuck? I'm playing classical guitar, I'm playing Bach on classical guitar. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, because I was dilating the time too much. It was, the rubato wasn't really didn't really make too much sense.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, it's really interesting. And people ask me many times. They'll say, when you write melodies and compositions, do you write the melody first, or do you write the chords? Do you hear the chords first? And to me, that's a strange question, right? Because if I hear a melody, if I hear something like, if I hear that, I can't hear that without also simultaneously hearing the chords that are probably backing that up. So I can't hear a melody without the implied chord changes with it, right? A melody without the harmony behind it is a strange concept to me, But it's a good question.